In this video we're at the Knott's tractor working weekend. As you can see, the conditions were extremely dry and hard. This four-wheel drive Ford and 3/4 Caverneland were really struggling in this part of the field, but we've got some nice video of them working later. Of course, the more weight you've got, the more chance you had of getting in the ground. So let's see how this Ford 9684 and 10 for a Dazzle reversible got on. This tractor would have been manufactured in the former Versatile factory in Winnipeg, Canada. New Holland was merged with Case in 1999 to form the CNH Group. Case already owned the Steiger plant in Fargo, and the agreement for the merger was only possible if one of these factories was disposed of. The old Versatile plant was purchased by the Bueller family, who continued to manufacture tractors for New Holland for some years following. This tractor was probably made during that period. So the question is, will it go in the ground? We're about to find out. Yes, it certainly will, and that's a pretty impressive sight. Running in the same furrow, we've got this TW35 and a square plough on the back. Over in another part of the field, we've got a selection of old tractors trying to get into some land that was even more like concrete. This Fordson Major was coping as well as any. It's not often I'll be able to say this D7's struggling with 6 furrows, but it certainly was here, and not because it couldn't pull it. It wouldn't go in the ground. I was told by the owner that this tractor, Ford 7000 with 4-wheel drive conversion, was imported from France. That's probably why I don't recognise the cab that's on it. It's very noticeable that this plough seems to be going in the ground okay. You can compare it to the Caterpillar work right next door to it. Our next tractor's this roadless. It's got a 4-furrow auto reset plough behind it, and they've cultivated the ground to try and help it get in. We'll just have a quick ride down the line of tractors that entered the ploughing match. I was planning on ploughing a plot, but it was a bit variable across the field, and where I was, it was just too hard to make any sense of, so I decided I'd be better off with the camera. Motocross and the ploughing match, the big New Holland and 10 for a Dowdswell are going really well now. We've moved now to a much better part of the field, so let's see how the tractors get on just here. The Massey 1080 was going well on this big set of discs. If you look carefully, you can see it's using the Massey Ferguson secret weapon, the pressure control hitch. I've seen them in videos and I've seen them on brochures and read all about them, but I don't think I've ever seen anybody using one before. Basically, it consists of a linkage to transfer weight from the implement onto the tractor back axle. The amount of weight it transfers is adjusted by the pressure control system on the tractor hydraulics. Yes, it certainly looks like things are going better just here. This is the 3-furrow Caverneland and little 4-wheel drive Ford that we saw right at the beginning of the video that couldn't get in the ground. Well, the D7 certainly looks a bit happier. And following the D7, we've got a bit of a contrast. It seems to be a bit bunged up. I don't think it's going to go much further like that. So I hope you've enjoyed your visit to the Knott's tractor working weekend. Yes, the conditions weren't ideal, but I think it's going to be one of those years this year. The amount of rain we've had and then the dry weather seem to have baked everything rock solid. Don't forget to give the video a like, and if you've got an interesting story to tell about any of the machines you've seen in the video today, drop down and leave it in the comments. We're getting some really interesting comments from people all over the world, well worth reading. So that's it for us for this video. We'll see you again soon with another one.